What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our gaming channel. My name's AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with Vampyr. Bleh, bleh. There we go. I haven't done that this entire gameplay, this entire series, and I'm a little surprised with myself. All right, I think this might be the first time I'm playing since I did an update. I think I was talking about that at the end of the last video. I had an update for this game that I've been running, so already I can tell you the frame rate's looking a little better. I mean, we'll put the game through its paces and see if it really holds up, but we're gonna be trying to figure out what Jonathan's father wanted from him. We're gonna kind of go on this little scavenger hunt. I think this is something about why Jonathan's father disappeared or whatever. Oh, shit. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Emily's love. Charlotte Asbury, signed copy of Dracula, Doris Fletcher. Come on, there we go. For Jonathan, there we go. Jonathan, happy we were back in those days. From the next message, think green grass and tall trees on sunny Sundays. Okay. So it's got to be somewhere in this park. Keep thinking there's ghosts in the next room, and then I realized, nah, it's stupid. It's not ghosts. It's just my cat being weird. Ah, I got bit. I get beat by normal skulls. What is wrong with me? How would I lose to that? Stupid cat. I love the ever-living hell out of that thing. It is a really neat little kitten, but he's really irritating sometimes. Nah, he's... Jeez, how old is he now? I can't remember. I adopted him a couple weeks ago. I mean, probably 3, 4. Yeah, it's probably about... I've had him for probably about a month. So, you know, I mean, he's about a month and a half old. I mean, he's a month and a half, 2 months old. I mean, he's still a young kitten. You wouldn't know it by looking at him, though, because he eats a lot, so he's a little fatty. I mean, he's like, I also have I'm trying to think how heavy my dog is. I think it's about 7 pounds. She's maybe about a foot long, maybe about a foot and a half. But even somewhere between a foot and a half. That's how big my dog is. She's a multi-poo, I think is what she is. A Maltese poodle hybrid or whatever. Technically, it's my family / sister's dog, but whatever. I hang out and play with it when I'm at home. Either way, too much information there. And my cat that I've had for, like I said, about maybe about a month. So he's about, at most, 2.5 months old. At most, that's how old he is. I'd say he weighs about as much as my dog does. Like I said, my dog's about 7 pounds. He weighs, I guess, about that much. And is, I'd say about just as long. Maybe actually, I think he's also a little taller. Like when he's standing up, I think he is, he's taller than my dog. Why any of this is important? It's not. I'm just looking for something to talk about. Ah, crap. There we go. Full health. Oh, great. Guard of Pre-win.
You're mine!
Ah, you dick. You know, I don't think I'm gonna do any like actual commentary for the rest of this series. I think I'm just gonna sit around and go nyum, 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 when I do this and just go bleh bleh. Why? No other reason than I find it enjoyable. And in the end, isn't that the whole point? You know, I mean, you know, my enjoyment. You guys, well, I'm gonna be doing this stuff anyways. Enjoy it or don't. Please enjoy it. Please love me. I seek others' approval on the internet because I don't get enough of it in my own life. You know, from my parents, or I was gonna say friends, but I really don't have those. Oh, I just made myself sad. I'm such a dick. For no reason, I'm just kind of being an asshole right now, and I don't know why. It's fun for me. And if I'm making no sense to anybody, then there's a... Ah, there we go. You just saw what I just purchased. Yeah, I picked up that game, Valkyria Revolution. That was a game that I've been meaning to play for the longest time. I absolutely loved Valkyria Chronicles. I really like Valkyria Chronicles 2. I have it on my Vita. I mean, it's you know, it's one of those like PS2 ports of a PSP ports onto the Vita, but I have it on my Vita. I love the first Valkyria Chronicles. I am so pumped for 4. I'm playing that on Switch when that, you know, that's what I'm getting it on. You know, I absolutely love the game. God damn. I absolutely love the game. Really would love to play 3, except as far as I know, it never... Oh, shit. It never came out in the West. I believe... Yeah, I don't think it came out in the West. I think it came out... did it come out? No, I don't think it came out in the West. I think it was just a Japanese release on that one. That one hasn't been ported. Either way, sorry. But at least the neat thing about them, as far as I can tell, is that I mean, for one, I can tell you don't need to play Valkyria Chronicles 1 to understand Valkyria Chronicles 2. I mean, there's some you know carryover. I mean, Gunther and Alicia are both in the game, but really they're not like big main characters. It's still its own kind of like self-contained story sort of deal. Again, I'm telling you guys details that nobody probably gives a crap about. Either way, I'm still going to keep talking about this because it's on my mind. But, you know, I absolutely love the game. I love the gameplay. I don't want to call it a I'm gonna call it a turn-based tactics game for lack of a better word, but it's that RPG, the tactical kind of style combat, which I know is coming back in 4. I think that stuff's awesome. I love it. But from what I heard about Revolution, it's why I didn't play it when it came out last June. Was from everything I heard about it was it's more of an action RPG, and you know, I mean, it got crap reviews. But I picked it up on sale, you know, kind of thinking, you know what, I've been meaning to try it. I like the first game. I think it's at least worth giving it a shot. Like I said, I picked it up on sale. And plus, I like games that, you know, didn't review well. I'm looking at you, Operation Darkness. But yeah, I'm gonna give the game a little bit of a. Gonna give the game a shot, and if and honestly, if I like it when I clear up another game or two off my my list, I might do a let's play for it, just for the sheer fun. Because to kind of give you guys a look behind the scenes, I'm going to try and have this game and Rage done by next Saturday, I think is what I have on my calendar. It's either next Saturday or it's next Friday. I can't remember exactly which, but that's my goal for these games. So I'll have a little bit of free time there, and I keep meaning to get back into the original State of Decay just to finish that up, because I started playing it before State of Decay 2 came out, and then I just haven't gotten back to that game in a long while. So I plan on finishing that up by the end of the month. Yeah, I got. So that's what I'm looking at doing, mostly because I also really want to clear up stuff out of my board by the time September rolls around, because we got a lot of good stuff coming out in September. Ugh. If anybody was wondering, yes, I'm just kind of talking about random crap right now while I'm looking for this, this whatever we're doing. Thick, sturdy blood sample. Ooh. Oops.
Vampires are so weak.
Oh, hello.
Bleeding.
Oh, I used the shadow move and then I... Oh, hell.
You're mine.
Yeah, you got me, but I've gotten you a few times too. You're not one of those annoying ones that are strong against physical moves, plus you don't use that blood armor.
No bleeding. This is my territory.
You know, I have to say this about fighting Ekons in this game. They're really cool enemies. One, because they're always a little different. Like I was saying, I mean, because they're always a little different from each other, just because they all have different vampire abilities. Quarantine. That would require us to go down into like some sewers or something. You know what? We'll come back up and search the park. Let's go search this area. Why not? What was I saying? Oh, right. They have the like similar abilities to Jonathan. Like almost every ability that I've seen them use, you can take them yourself. You can pick up those almost all those skills. I'm not sure if you can get like that shadow double thing, that shadow clone or whatever. But other than that, I've seen every skill they've used. They use blood spear. That kind of like blood shield. They'll use claws. They'll use just about everything that Jonathan can use as part of their repertoire. And then each of them still... there's an element of randomness to it. I mean, there are certain skills that you see that are... you know, like he's using a shadow one, so you can assume he's not going to use blood spear or some of the other skills. But still, there's a level of... something like randomness to it. You don't always know what you're going to find or get. And I like that.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Did I open that box? Yeah, okay. Don't know what I got out of it, though. Not sensing anybody.
I have this. First, it's locked, all right.
I don't know, it's getting like a really bad vibe.
You shall learn to respect the laws of Ascalon.
Oh, wonderful. Honestly, you're not as...
Trust you.
Oh, great. He has a shadow clone. Oh, that sucked. I'm not gonna lie, you don't scare me as much as Fergal did. The thing we really gotta watch out for is this guy hitting us because he's a good 6 levels stronger.
Die.
Mixed with his whole, why is he telling us to respect the laws of Ascalon? Aren't we now part of the Ascalon Club?
Give me your blood.
I have to give you a hard no, but thanks for asking. Ah, crap. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Give me your blood. Die, newborn. I will crush.
Crap. Oh, F. Crap.
Learn to respect the laws of Ascalon.
Once again, aren't I a member?
Foolish Echo. For Ascalon!
Got him. Never let the size of a Volcod fool you. These massive bastards can be as quick as any leech, and it can be put down the same way, by puncturing and pinning their rotten carcass to the ground before beheading them. Remember, it's all about preparation and exploitation of your target's weaknesses. The problem, of course, is that Volcods have no weaknesses. They are strong, fast, sensible, and deadly. They are killing machines with one simple goal, to put their huge claws around your neck. So if any of you lads are unlucky enough to ever face a Volcod, just remember this: dodge and make it mad. Hurt it, taunt it, and make it lose its temper. Volcod's brain lose its... Volkod's brain lose it when irritated enough. That's not grammatically correct. They stop thinking and start blindly attacking. And start blindly attack. This is your only chance to win by gaining tactical advantage against a stupid beast. Use it. Again, there's grammatical errors like throughout that. From Know Your Enemies by Carl Eldritch, Pre-1 Leader. Like I say, that stuff just irritates me because I wonder, like, did nobody proofread that? Do I have a... Nope, I have no map of where I am. Isn't that wonderful? You hear that?
It's locked.
I can't tell if that's ambient or if that's...
I cannot enter.
Like, I can't tell if that's ambient or not. I'm like, I keep hearing this random, like, organ. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's ambient sound because it keeps popping in and out. That's weird. Soiled letter. My name is Robert Teasdale. To whoever may find this message, please try to help me. My daughter Louise disappeared a few weeks ago. She was seen for the last time in a bar in the neighborhood. Not the one where she works as a waitress, but another one, the Dancing Trout. 2 witnesses saw her leave the place with an elegant and unknown man, maybe a foreigner. There are many rumors of men and women vanishing in the area. I'm convinced my Louise has been abducted and is kept somewhere nearby. I know the police will not help, for they already have more important things to do. So I have decided to look for my Louise by myself. If you find this letter, it means I failed saving her. My Louise is a good girl who does not deserve to die like this. She is of medium size with dark hair and a scar on her right cheek. Please search for her and finish my work for me. God bless you.
His father was determined to find and save her.
Crap. Well, alright, let's find the kid. Yeah, does no one else hear that? Or is it just me? Oh my god, I'm stuck. Oh my god, thank you. Like, oh, please tell me I don't have to reload. He keeps popping in and out. It's really spooky. Like, I can't tell if it's like screeching metal or if it's an organ just being played really poorly. You know, like if I was playing the organ. Okay, I have no idea what the hell that was about, but... Why am I so underleveled? Just you and me now. Come on. Okay. Oh, okay. I understand. Okay, so you had to raise the water level to get in that door, to then move across.
It's locked, all right.
Motherfucker. Oh, and I totally did not see the stairs there. I'm like, oh, I thought I was so smart. Then I realized, no, I had the right idea. I was overthinking. Found her.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Holy.
Londoners are no match for me.
Let me go, you bastard!
Dare you?
Disgusting asshole! Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife! How long are you gonna keep it?
Is she not looking at the vampire battle that's going on just outside her little cell?
Let me go, you bastard! Disgusting asshole! Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife!
Okay, if you're gonna either have her shout at less of a, like, have her, talk at less of a frequency, like, how often she's speaking or shouting at him, or give her some varying dialogue.
Disgusting asshole! Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife! Let me go, you bastard! Disgusting
Again, you'd also think she'd see this, like, vampire fight that's happening outside the cell. Like, when, you know, like, when we try to help her, you know, start to say, wait a minute, you're one of those things?
Dusty arsehole! Vampire or not, I'll never be your wife!
So if you ask me, this is the most annoying kind of Ekon.
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
Just because he's got the blood resistance, he uses that blood shield.
Let me go!
Boom, and the kill with the pistol, baby. Awesome. 13th of October, 1918. I've just arrived in London after a grueling journey from Manchester. The city is sad and God damn it, despaired. I don't know why I was trying to say depraved. It will not be difficult to find a woman willing to escape death here. I cannot wait to start my search. Soon I won't be a virgin anymore. Oh, poor bastard. 15th of October, 1918. The cell is ready. All I must do now is find the appropriate candidate to bring her in. She will be beautiful and gentle with a nice temper. I have already tested my persuasion ability on a few women, and it worked most of the time. But I don't want my future bride to be submissive. I will only use my power to bring her here. Then I'll tell her what I intend to do, and I'll let her accept. This is important. I want my lady to willingly accept to become my wife for eternity. 17th of October, 1918. I think I found the perfect match. Her name is Louise. She is a waitress in a public house, and she is quite charming. I love her attitude when when serving drink in that bar, tough and proud. I am sure she will accept my offer. Once she is mine, once the vampire blood will have achieved her metamorphosis, her face shall heal properly and her scars will disappear. Then she will be the perfect beauty I'm the only one to see right now. 18th of October, 1918. I don't understand. Louise refuses my proposition. Why would she? I promised her I would never force her to anything. I may let her starve a little. Then she'll understand I'm her only option. That guy was really messed up.
Miss Teasdale, are you all right?
How do you know my name? Who are you?
My name is Dr. Reed. I managed to track you down thanks to your father.
So my father really was looking after me. This man, this vampire told me my father was dead.
Yeah, about
I'm afraid
that.
so, miss. I'm so sorry for your loss. But you are free to go, as your abductor is no more.
I suppose my jailer also killed my father, didn't he?
Thankfully,
I'd assume.
I did not search your father's corpse, where I found his notes describing where he might find you. You should read them.
I must find my father's body. He deserves a proper burial.
Goodbye, Miss.
Huh. Hey, Samori. How about you not get involved in my videos when I don't ask you to, dude? God, what is with that organ? Like, I can't tell if I'm just going insane. Where the hell are we? Alrighty then. Oh, is that what I was hearing? Oh, we found some more people.
Good evening, sir. May I ask you what you're doing here at this late hour?
I'm conducting an investigation about the epidemic in this part of town.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. May I ask who you are and why all the questions?
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland Yard. And I don't find your answers convincing. What is a Pembroke doctor doing in the West End at this time of night?
I work for the Ascalon Club. Here is my permit to go freely about the city.
The Ascalon Club? You should have said so, sir. I must warn you, these streets are dangerous, and you'd better be careful.
What are you investigating, exactly?
I have a missing woman, possibly abducted a few nights ago. Louise Teasdale. It seems you already found my other missing person, Mr. Tadao Kimura.
Tell me about Louise Teasdale.
She's a waitress. Her father reported her missing. We don't have enough men to search for her, sadly.
Do you have any idea where she could be?
No. But I feel she's been abducted. She went to a pub a few nights ago and vanished. I thought about the sewers, but I'm not equipped for such an investigation.
Yeah, well, I found her.
What are you investigating?
I have a missing...
Tell me about...
She's a...
Do you have...
No.
Well, again, I found your missing woman, so...
Do you need...
I'm fine.
What can you tell me about this district?
I'm the one asking questions. Especially when there's a killer on the loose.
Killer?
What killer?
I'm not going to discuss that with the civilians, sir.
Haven't I told you about the investigation I'm conducting? Perhaps I could help you.
All right, without giving you too much information, I'll tell you this. I'm convinced there is a homicidal maniac on the loose, using the epidemic to disguise his kills.
And what about the epidemic?
We both know the situation is critical, don't we, Doctor? Colleagues of mine die almost every day.
Why are you investigating at night?
Criminals rarely act in daylight, you know. But since you are also a night worker, have you noticed anything strange which requires police attention?
Joffrey McCollum. You will report the guard of Prewin.
I'd like to report a name, Inspector. Jeffrey McCullum. I'm afraid he's some sort of vigilante, trying to recruit an army of angry citizens.
Then I'll write the name down and transmit this intelligence to the appropriate office. Thank you, sir.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
What are you really?
Why does that just pisses him off?
I'm a detective inspector from Scotland Yard, investigating suspicious cases in the area.
What about the situation in the East End? Why are there no police there to protect the civilians?
I know, it's a shame, but we just don't have enough men to cover the entire city.
Do you work alone?
Yes, the situation is difficult for the police. Many of us are sick, and since the summer strike, most men apply a work to rule on their patrols.
Tell me all you know about that homicidal maniac you're looking for.
I'm not even sure there is only one. The wounds are always the same, but the modus operandi varies. Sometimes violent and brutal, sometimes precise and swift.
How could different killers inflict the same wounds?
That's my main problem.
Similar weapons?
If my theory is correct, maybe we're facing a group of individuals sharing the same violent tendencies. Perhaps a sadist cult.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I mean, I shoot you with a Colt 45 and somebody else shoots someone else with a Colt 45. I mean, the wounds are going to be similar.
Good evening, sir. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need my help?
Yes, please. Would you be kind enough to tell me what the time is?
That's all you need to know.
Well, is it not important to know? As important as where you are? Or who you are?
I suppose you're right. And who are you then, sir?
I am Agamemnon Baker. Like my brother, I think we need to leave this city immediately. And my brother and I rarely agree on anything.
Agamemnon, that's a cool name.
May I ask what you're doing outside at this hour of night?
I don't know. You should ask my brother instead. It was his idea in the first place.
You must have your own ideas.
From what I have managed to understand, I guess we're supposed to wait here. Waiting for someone to come.
May I ask why you've not gone already, if you're so exasperated by this long wait?
I believe fear is holding us back. My brother would have said it's laziness, but it's just because he's prouder than I am.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's the only place I've considered myself happy. Or at least that's what I believe. Unfortunately, it's time to leave.
Why is that?
Because I'm not feeling happy here anymore. Are you?
No, I'm not.
Good for you. It's a good thing to have a clear idea of where you stand concerning crucial questions. Don't you think?
What can you tell me about your brother?
He's older than me, I think. But the important thing is that I really hope I'll die before him. Grief would just kill me, you know?
Is that all?
Pericles is very attached to this city, and without my insistence, he would never leave this place. We don't often agree on anything, you see.
You guys have some interesting names, Agamemnon and Pericles.
Who are you waiting for exactly?
The more I think about it, the more I believe it's not exactly a person we are waiting for.
But what else could it be then?
I don't know. A feeling? An event? An impulse? How can I tell? Something that would allow us to leave this trap.
I'm afraid I'm not following you. What kind of trap are you talking about?
Have you ever felt like life trapped you in a role that does not fit you?
Yeah, and?
Not in your place? That sort of trap.
Trap? And you think leaving London will free you?
At least it will give us the chance to be free. That's more than our present situation. Hope, Doctor. Hope is what truly drives mankind.
Goodbye for now, Mr.
I guess this is his brother.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... your name sounds familiar. And your face. Have we met before?
I think I would remember. So I suppose the answer is no.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir. But it's a pleasure to meet you anyway.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Baker. What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
We are waiting. Waiting for someone.
And why are you waiting for this person?
Because we need to leave this city. As soon as possible.
Why do you want to leave the city?
I'm not really sure.
That's helpful.
Can you tell me anything about this district?
As you like asking questions so much, would you allow me to ask you one first?
Please, be my guest.
Do you like this city?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I was born and raised in London, but I feel like a stranger here recently.
Maybe it's because you're a vampire.
Questions, sir. But I don't blame you. Perhaps it's better that way.
And what do you do, sir? For a living, that is.
I stopped working when I decided to leave. When I realized what I wanted. Wanted something this city can't provide.
But what were you doing before you took this decision?
Does it really matter anymore? Considering the past seems so pointless to me. I have lived in this city all my life. And now I think it's over.
Well, either I think you're extremely depressed, or you have a head injury of something, because you seem to have gone a little crazy.
Tell me more about why you want to leave London, then.
I just don't belong here anymore. I had to convince my brother to leave London because I know we need to find another life out of the city.
Pericles, tell me why your brother disagrees with your presence here.
Agamemnon is naive sometimes. Although don't consider him a fool, sir. He is often more lucid than me.
Yeah, I bet.
At least you both have the same difficulty explaining what you're doing, and for what reason.
But is that not a common problem for all mortals?
What can you tell me about your brother?
If you are searching for a pleasant chat, you should speak with him instead of wasting your time with me. He's always been the more gentle of us.
That's it? That's all you can tell me about him?
For the time being, true kindness is the most valuable quality, my good sir.
Who are you waiting for? I'm sure he has a name.
I really can't answer that question, since I don't know that person.
And why is that?
This person is mostly my brother's acquaintance. I don't even know his real name. Only that this man could help us leave this city once and for all.
But why would you need this person's help to leave London anyway?
Well, I thought we should have left this cursed place already, but my brother convinced me to stay a while longer, and here we are.
Okay, so basically these guys are nuts. Hello. Oh, great, more blood. Oh, never mind. That explains what it is.
It's locked.
Of course it is. What's down here? What the? Sort of mechanism.
Perhaps London will survive the epidemic, but I see terrible...
See here, the crime of lost knowledge. Vampires are dangerous, deadly, vicious sometimes. This is a fact, and I won't deny it. And that's precisely why we must understand what they are, sometimes who they are, in order to achieve a better mutual understanding. Do you understand the interview with Titus Flavius Joseph? I don't know. I think I'm going with Joseph. Conducted by one of us in 1548 when he finally encountered the creature in Spain. Do you remember how each of the very carefully chosen words expressed by this vampire warmed our heart each time we read them? For they were all extraordinary windows to the past. Windows to a past of which we only have glimpses. Well, Titus Flavius Joseph is no more, since the Vatican's hunters destroyed him a few weeks ago, and with him vanishes unearthed treasures of knowledge about the pillars of our civilization. This is a crime probably as heartbreaking as the killing of an innocent life by a vampire. This is exactly why the path of the Guard of Priwen is as criminal as it is barren, for each time they successfully conduct one of their methodical hunts on the old vampires of England, instead of carefully and respectively approaching them, they destroy a part of our common roots with the immortals. They wipe an opportunity. The concept of great hunt is a crime, for it blindly kills words and thoughts. From drinking at the fountain of knowledge by Usher Talltree, primate of St. Paul.
trials awaiting. Jonathan Reed, at last we meet. The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Talltree.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they can tell me everything. They told me that you have not taken another life since your poor sister died.
That's not technically true.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
I really don't know. I don't often go outside. And when I do, it's usually to quite distant destinations.
So you see nothing in the stars for me? You're a poor fortune teller, then?
Oh, I can tell you many things, but they will only concern you, not the city. For example, I know that you offered your sister the final rest she asked for.
Do the cards speak of my Mary?
No. It's the burning aura of guilt that precedes you everywhere you go.
Read my fortune, then.
You have been chosen, Jonathan. I see on you the mark of a strong being, so powerful it needn't even reveal its strength.
Tell me about yourself. What do you do here, besides turning cards in the middle of the night?
I'm for most a charlatan. For a few, I'm a vampire. And for you, I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole.
You're a vampire.
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
The Guard of Priwen, who else? For a time, they sent spies to observe my activities, and they even broke into my home to gather proof.
Did they steal anything from you?
A personal notebook they quickly took to their headquarters. All they had to do is to look at me. I'm aging. What better and definite proof that I'm not an immortal?
Do you want your notebook back?
If you ever find it, I'd be glad to have it back, of course. I do ask one thing, though. Do not read it, Jonathan. Some secrets are not meant to be revealed, even to immortals.
For how long have you been a primate?
It was 15 years last year.
What do you make of Dr. Swansea?
Edgar is a brilliant and dedicated man. A man of his time, sometimes a little muddled, but always looking for new paths and new concepts.
Can you read the cards for me?
Are you sure you want to know what they will reveal?
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150 shillings.
How many shillings do I have? Yeah, of course I can't find that out. Crap. Oh well, alright.
Here is the money.
The soldier. A man unable to change his course. Seen by many as a danger. A loving father.
Oh, cool. So he'll give you hints on other people. So we just found out about Joe Peterson. Interesting.
May I ask you about the Brotherhood?
Of course. But I must warn you that there are some subjects we consider taboo, in spite of our fondness and acceptance of your kind.
I know there is no love lost between the Guard of Priwen and the Brotherhood. What caused this rift?
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was stronger then, a strength that made them hungry for ever greater power. An argument divided them, and the wound never healed.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. We divide up the books, the relics, not always fairly or with consideration.
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer. It is delicate and may reveal some of our secret traditions.
So you're not just a club of academics and scholars?
Once upon a time, very long ago, the Brotherhood did more than simply study the vampires. They took actions to eliminate the more ferocious and corrupted.
How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the hocus-pocus parlor tricks. The truth, now!
Swansea told me. Don't look at me like that. His task is to observe and gather information about vampires. He had to tell me about Mary.
Mary did not deserve her fate. She had already suffered enough during her life. And yet the pain and the suffering went on after her death.
Suffering is part of the immortal condition. Some prefer to lose their minds rather than face the simple truth. Pain will never stop.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
I would rather not know. How
I told
is it?
A vampire.
Blah, blah, blah. Alright.
All right.
You're on a path to redemption, Jonathan. But be careful. One single trip and you'll fall.
That doesn't sound promising.
Take this, young Ekon, as a personal reward for your strong will. Keep following the right path and you'll...
Old blood.
I read Red River, Song in the Dark.
Alright, weird dude.
So many signs to be told.
Oh, geez, what to do now? I mean, well, we could go back to that park, but we've been going on for about an hour now, and I'm starting to get sleepy. So I'll tell you what I'll do. We'll head back to yeah, actually right there. There's a right here. There's a safe house or a hideout, whatever the lore term is. Go. Load it up. We'll take some shillings. Thick brisk blood sample. That's that. Ugh. For the love of God, give me the cure for headaches. I want to know what that old blood that he handed me. I want to know what that is. Cure for fatigue, because there's a bunch of people that I still haven't given that to. Alright, let's level up and call this one a day. Alright, so we got 3,000 skills. Let's go into the body points. We can get more health, more of our bite. But let's go to blood capacity. Go. Now we have big thirst. What else? What else? Okay, so we have all three of our aggressive attacks. Yeah, we could get defensive skills, but there's really no point. I have nowhere near enough to get the next level of that. Same with that skill. Yeah, I think regen is probably better than... There we go. We'll boost our regen, so we'll heal even more when we bite. Oh, wait. No. Do not lose those. And let's see how the districts are affected by... Still wish I could cure headaches, but I don't have a treatment for migraines or headaches or anything like that. As the health status in this district keeps falling, and neuralgia, they're all just suffering from fatigue. Neuralgia, also fatigue. I just have to go deliver those. Oh, I have to give him a cure for a cold. Everything looks fine here. Again, just still headaches with everyone. I just, again, don't have a cure for that. Alright. The health status is going back up. This lady isn't helping with her neuralgia, but again, I don't have a freaking cure for that. We're up to level 27. I want to do one last thing. I want to find out what that thing that blood that he handed me. I want to know what the hell that is. We are born of the blood, made vampire by the blood, undone by the blood. What the heck? What's that mean? Whatever. Alright, guys. Well, we're going to call this one here. I want to say, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please remember Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links to all that stuff can be found down in the description below. Please remember to like, comment if you're not already. Yeah, see, I can apparently equip that. I just don't know what it does. What was I saying? Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links, all that stuff is down in the description below. Please remember to like, comment if you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned more next time. But until then, my name's AJ Gels. This is the Vampyr Gaming Channel. I'm out.